I'm gonna be completely honest. It's been probably 2 years? No, it's been over 2 years since I recorded this video and I'm only just getting around to editing it. Which, it's fine. Things happen, pandemics happen. And before you know it, 2 years have passed and you've still not done what you were supposed to do a few years ago. I've had a really rough few years mentally, struggling with my mental health, which in a lot of ways has made it really difficult for me to create. I kind of stopped drawing altogether at one point. It's only really been this year or kind of the last couple of months that I've started being able to draw again. And not just that, but draw consistently. From what I remember, I found some random reference of some lady on Pinterest and decided it would be fun to try and draw her, and I wanted to experiment with my Tombow brush markers and use them kind of more like watercolours instead of just colouring them with pen, because I found that using water with them, they end up with like a much more like even layer of colour than if you were to just brush over them, and then it starts like ripping the paper up because they're water-based markers and all that stuff. I think at this point I hadn't really had much practice drawing wrinkles. You can see I'm struggling a little bit and having to redo it a few times. But you know what? Got there in the end. I don't know whether line art or actually drawing the initial sketch is my favourite part, The only thing I can tell you is that I absolutely despise having to colour. Line art's also very scary, especially with traditional medium, because it can kind of make or break the piece. If you mess it up, then oh well, it's not really a lot of good you can do about it, and you've just got to try and go with it and work with the mistakes that you make, which is, I guess, something that's a benefit of working traditionally. For anyone that's interested, I will do my best to list the supplies that I used in the description. For the drawing, I just used a mechanical pencil, and for the line art, I am using the Pigma Micron. Don't remember what size. I also have a putty eraser, which I think might be the Winsor & Newton ones. I really like those ones because they're soft. Then for the colouring, I'm using the Tombow water-based brush markers, along with some paintbrushes I got from the range, and I think it's the Pentel water brush pens. Oh, and the cup I use for my water to clean my brushes is literally one of those little like blue plastic cups that you use when you're a child. I have a really vivid memory of me, my sister, and my younger cousin always fighting over who got to have the pink one. I've only used Tombow brush markers like this, I think, one other time. I'll insert that picture here. I really like the look of it. It's kind of quite watercolory. I've usually only really used them for like lettering in my bullet journal instead of using them for actual artwork, and I think it was kind of fun to practice using them in this way. You know, trying something different for a change. Oh, are you ready to see where my impatience got the better of me? Right there. This is what happens when you don't let things dry properly. But luckily I was able to fix it. Considering this is an old piece of artwork, I actually really like how it turned out. I feel like I was using limited colours because I only had limited colours. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.